All right? When you see a newly created beast that's beyond what you can comprehend, you never saw it. You never even had a dream about, a nightmare about such.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, man. That's when you really gonna be perplexed, you people out here. You really gonna be perplexed, man. That's when you people gonna really have fear, man. Newly created beast? Come on, man. They cooking in them laboratories, man. You don't know what's out there. All right? They cloning they cloning different creatures, man. Not only are they cloning them, but they're also putting devices on them to have them be in control. So the so-called white man, he got the devices that operate as creatures, but he has them under control, man. Remotely, he could control them. This man control roaches now. Flies. So get ready for that, man. All right? It's gonna be some unusual shit. All right? And it ain't gonna be a movie, all right? It ain't gonna be no movie, all right? It's not gonna be a Steven Spielberg or Stephen King production. It's gonna be a production by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And I say it every time, starring you.
Mm-hmm.
Starring you, man. All right? Go ahead, brother. Finish that
Verse
off
18.
And go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter.
Or unknown, verse 18, or unknown beast, unknown wild beast full of rage, newly created, breathing out of a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smokes, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes.
Hey, there's some way out shit, man. Can you imagine
shooting sparks
animals that shoot sparks? Come on, man. That's man. You people gonna be, man. Y'all got something coming, man. Y'all people got something coming. Hey, but the minute the Lord, you know, we see something like that, we gonna have fear, but the Lord's gonna be with us, man. We know what's going on, man. Matter of fact, right before you finish that, get Job 5 and 17. Get Job 5 and 17. The brothers, they ain't got nothing to worry about, man. When these type of things happen, man, you brothers, man, hey, you know, stay faithful, man. The Lord's doing this because he gotta shake these people up. Get Job 5 and 17.
What's up, man? What you doing, man? What's happening?
How you doing, man?
What you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Can you stand on that
Step
side?
on that side, man.
I'm all good, doggy. I understand what I'm trying to learn from you.
Yeah, well, you got to stay over here so we can teach you, man.
I'm all good, doggy. I'll be out of here in a minute. I'm learning from you. Don't look at me.
Okay. Watch yourself.
Yeah, just be real careful, man.
Yeah, likewise.
We got to be
You never know when your life's going to end.
Yeah, we have to get shit out you, out here.
Right.
I think that was it on that, huh?
Yeah. Get that in Job 5.
Job 5 and 17.
Yeah.
Job 5 and 17. Behold, happy is the man who Yahweh directed.
Matter of fact, no. Start.
Job 5 and
Demon.
19.
Don't add him on. Don't do it.
Yea,
He was
in
a
7
demon.
there shall no evil touch you.
Yeah.
In 7 you shall redeem.
Read that again.
Job 5 and 19.
Satan trying to cause something. See, we you know, when the word comes out, Satan always got to use he always got to use some form of loophole to try to get in and basically throw the spirit off, man. But Satan is just using that guy. He's a demon, man. That's a regular cracker that a serious demon is using. But he ain't gonna throw us off, man. If he come up and impose some harm,
We gonna
got
beat the
camera,
fuck out
we
of
gonna
him.
get his ass beat, and then we justify it. Simple and plain. And we gonna continue to do this work, man. Go ahead, Al.
Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
He gonna deliver the elect, the brothers. All right, this is the Akim, the true brothers. He gonna deliver you. Go ahead.
It's Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
Uh-huh.
Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
No evils are gonna touch you. Because we were just reading, the Lord got newly created creatures and things of that nature that's ready that he gonna send upon the people, man. All right? It's gonna get real ugly, man. All right? Go ahead.
Job 5 and 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death,
Yep.
and in war from the power of the sword.
Yep.
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue.
Uh-huh.
Neither shalt be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Yep, because all this going to be taking place, man. We was talking about riots. We talking about pestilences. We talking about the plagues of Egypt. That the Lord going to eventually bring back, right?
Bring it back.
It's going to be so much going on, but the brothers, the men of the Lord that he's dealing with, the elect, you ain't got to worry about it, man. You're going to be protected and shielded from all these things, man. That's how you're going to know who's of the Lord and who's not in that day. All right? That's when you're going to have the women come running to those men. The 7 women that's going to try to take hold of one man. Because they're going to be running for cover, man, from the destruction that's going on. All the fearful sights and the plagues and everything going on, man. It's not gonna be a smile on a soul's face in that day, man. Ain't gonna be nobody with smiles. Ain't nobody gonna be laughing. All right, it's gonna be straight chaotic events, man.
Terrified.
Nothing but terrors, nothing but misery. All right, affliction, tribulation, nothing good, man. All right, but the brothers, we just gotta have you gotta have that faith to the end, man. Endure. We coming into some serious troubles, man. All right, but if you have that faith, this pertains to you. Go ahead.
Job 5 and 23. Job 5 and 22. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
Yep.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth.
So we ain't gonna be afraid of those beasts, man. All right, because the Lord's gonna be protecting us. See, those newly created creatures that the so-called white man got now, that's gonna be out there. They're gonna be out here devouring all these fucking peons out here, man. These people that were acting proud when the men of the Lord was out here prophesying and trying to teach them and wake up our people. All right, those beasts are gonna be devouring and destroying those people, man. They're gonna be afraid. The elect, the brothers, the sincere brothers of Yahweh Shai, you're gonna be protected, man. All right. So he's giving you encouragement, saying, don't be afraid. All right, you're gonna be delivered from those troubles. Okay. Keep going.
Job 5 and 23. And thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field,
Yep.
and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
Yep.
And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace,
Yep.
and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shall not sin.
So the Lord willing, we those men, the elect, we gonna be in peace. All right. We gonna see everything occurring. All right. It's not gonna be peaceful, but our body, it says our tabernacles, meaning our dwelling is gonna be in peace, because guess what? The angels are gonna be protecting you.
That's right.
That's why it said the archangel Michael is gonna stand for the men. He gonna have to stand up in that day because there's gonna be so much going on. Because it explains it in Daniel. It's gonna be like no other day that ever has ever taken place. in the history of the world. And we see why. Because you didn't hear about shit like this all happening all at once. Plagues, famines, earthquakes, newly created creatures being let out in the streets, turmoil, race riots, people killing each other for rights, rape. All these things happening, everything getting burnt down. Nobody's safe. All these things gonna be taking place leading up to the day of the Lord, man.
Not that funny right there. Daniel.
Go ahead.
Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince,
Yep.
which stand for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even that the same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered.
That's right. I was talking about the day of the Lord, man. So all the events leading up to the day of the Lord, man, it's gonna be vicious. It's gonna be something like you never experienced or heard in your life. You're gonna witness. You're that generation. You people that are alive today, walking up and down here, you're that generation that's gonna live to see these things.
That's
and you're
right.
Gonna partake in it, man. All right. And then the Lord's gonna kill you, and then your spirit gonna be brought back.
Huh.
All right. And all the things that take place on this side, it's gonna be like a memorial. And it's gonna just like how we got the Bible now. We're able to pinpoint what happened in the past. When the world of Israel comes back, don't worry about it, bro. Once we in the kingdom, it's gonna be like the events that's taking place now that we speaking of now. We're gonna be able to read about it then.
That's right.
All right, and we're gonna be able to read about how crazy it was, man. All right, this is in the future. It's gonna be like no other day, man. All right, that's what's gonna happen. So get ready for the plagues, man. That the Lord is gonna send upon this wicked kingdom, this society, man. All right.
And at that time people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
That's it. And that's the elect. The elect is going to be the ones that's going to be written in the book of in the book, man. The book of life. And the 2/3 of our people are going to be put to death.
That's
man.
right.
You wicked ass, simple ass niggas, man. I noticed he was sitting here. He wasn't acknowledging. He was sitting here actually mocking and talking shit. That nigga gonna be put to death, man. You niggas gonna be put to death, man. All right. You the same niggas that's gonna be you. Hey, man. We reading about what's gonna happen to you niggas, man.
That's right.
All right. This gonna come on you niggas, man. You ain't written in the book of life, man. Your names ain't found written in this book, man. All right. You see how niggas are now. They want to come up and act like shit is funny. Want to mock, come up here mocking. Hey, but that proves that we the prophets.
That's all.
Because hey, we gonna have scoffers in the last days, man. They scoff on the comment boards. They scoff in person. That's what they do. But them demons that's on that soul, that person, that demon is using that person as a vehicle to mark himself so he can get judged later.
That's right.
That's all that's about, man. So come over here, laugh, think what we saying is a joke, all right? But these said calamities that we reading of, it's gonna come on you, and we gonna have the last laugh. We just read, we're still in Job, right? You that's it on that. But what we just read, there's gonna be a separation between the men of the Lord and you niggas. Because you're going to be in the same boat with the heathens, man. The plagues are going to be fucking y'all niggas up. All right? Them newly created creatures, they're going to be tearing you niggas off, man. They're going to be eating you niggas alive. All right? That's why every time we hear about a nigga getting fucked by a cop, hey, man, what else is new? What else is new, man? Good riddance, man.
The nigga wasn't doing right.
The nigga wasn't right, man. You niggas go around acting like shit's a joke and you mocking the men of the Lord. When you that next nigga, all right, that's a victim of police brutality or a murder by the hands of the fucking pigs. All right, that's hey, good riddance. That's judgment. That's your judgment. All right, you niggas deserve it, man.
That's right.
We don't give two shits. Let's go over to Wisdom of Solomon, 17th chapter. All right, the Lord gonna show you niggas what fear really is, man. You think shit's funny now, everything is a joke. Everything's to a nigga's amusement. When the Lord starts showing you these plagues and the things that are written, you niggas, you gonna wipe that silly ass smirk off your face, man. You ain't gonna have nothing to laugh about. All right? You ain't gonna have nothing to laugh about, man. Ain't gonna be nothing amusing about a martial law troop with an AR-15 or an ML-22 pointed to your fucking head, man. A fucking hollow point slug.
That's right.
All right. When you in a concentration camp and they got you getting waterboarded, or they got you getting interrogated.
Tasing your ass.
You know, all the torturing techniques that they gonna be imposing on you. Ain't gonna be nothing funny about that. All right? Get that for me in Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 1. For great are thy judgments.
For great is the Lord's judgments, man. The Lord's judgments are great, man. He would judge a whole entire race of people, man. The Lord is known for doing that, man. He'll kill off a whole entire mass of people, man, by the thousands. That's how great his judgments are, man. Go ahead, bro.
For great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore,
And they can't be expressed, man. We can't even express to you how great the Lord's judgments are, man. The type of shit that the Lord do. Imagine being in a fucking a plane, right? Hey, matter of fact, imagine being one of those Russians on that Russian plane that fell out of the sky in Egypt. That gotta be some fearful shit, man. Some Final Destination type of shit.
final destination.
You don't even you don't even realize that you boarding that plane. You boarding your basically you about to
Getting your coffin.
yeah, you know. You about to get on a vehicle that's about to lead you to your catastrophic death. All right, you don't even realize that, man. You and your proud ass mind, because you don't fear the Lord, which those were a bunch of heathens anyway, so the hell with them. All right, but our people, hey, his judgments are, you can't really express how great his judgments are, man. You board that flight, that might be your last day on earth. On some Final Destination type shit, man. Hey, because the Lord, from him is the issues of death. However way you die, the Lord sanctioned it.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
Those people that boarded that flight, that Russian jet, that plane, they didn't know that was going to be their last day on earth. And that plane fell off the side, man, and blew everybody away.
It was DRT dead right there.
There was dead right there, man, on the spot.
DRT.
Burnt to crisp. And they was still finding bodies, man.
Scattered on the 13 miles.
Yeah, scattered all over the place, man. Miles away and shit. All right? So the Lord is to be feared, man. The Lord caused that plane to fall to fall to its ruin. That was the Lord that did that, man. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. That was him that did that, man. All plane crashes, guess what? The Lord did that. All right? When a ship sank in the ocean, the Lord did that.
Titanic.
All right?
Titanic sank.
Yeah, that's right, man. When a bomb detonates a building and thousands of people are found dead in that explosion, the Lord did that, man. All right? Let's go into it. Now this is going to go into further about the expound on the plagues that happened in ancient Egypt, man. Because we read earlier in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, the Lord's going to bring the plagues on Egypt like he did before. All right? Go ahead.
Chapter 17. For great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. For when righteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness and the fettered with the bonds of a long night, lay there.
Hey, because did not the Lord plague Egypt with darkness? All right? Can you imagine not having no sunlight for days? Could you imagine that? You don't have no sunlight for days. It's pitch black dark outside. Can you imagine something like that? An event happening like that, man? Because that's what the Lord did to ancient Egypt. And the Lord said he's going to do that to the modern day Egypt. Right? The Lord's going to bring those plagues again.
That's right.
And you people are going to live to witness it, man. You're going to see it. It said he plagued them with darkness, man. Let the government hit an EMP, electric magnetic pulse, and shut down all your electricity.
Not coming back.
If he hit the EMP, all the lights go out in the whole entire continent, man. Cars stop working, no radios, no nothing. And you feeding for yourself. You're gonna be shut up in your house, and you're gonna be afraid to leave the house because it's too dark. Especially you women, because you women, you need protection, you need security. What you gonna do when it's pitch black outside? What you think them ancient Egyptians had to go through when the Lord plagued them with darkness, man? They couldn't see anything. It was almost like they was on house arrest because they couldn't leave the house. It was so damn dark. Y'all used to the lights and glamour and shit, man. In the next hour, you're gonna see this whole entire strip lit. A lot of people come here because they like the light, how Vegas lights up at night, man. If the Lord brings that plague here, you ain't gonna be able, there ain't no lights, man. There's just gonna be one big desert with a bunch of scared people.
Like it's a candlelight.
All right? And imagine if the Lord brings darkness and then he sends those deserted creatures that we have in the city.
Frogs, flies, and everything else.
He sends all that on you while it's dark and you can't see nothing. That's a scary, fearful sight, man.
That's right.
You people won't know what to fucking do, man. You won't know what power, what God to call on, or none of that, man. It's only so long a candle could be lit, or your flashlight has enough power with the batteries. All right, that's a serious plague, man. Darkness. Go ahead, Doc. Read down. You got that? Go ahead.
Exodus 10 and 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt.
Yep, so you felt the darkness, man. Just like, because when you imagine just being in a pitch black spot, you can't see what's in front of you, you can't see what's behind you, you can't see anything.
On top of you.
All right? And you don't know what's around you, man. You could feel something like, damn, I think something is close to me. I feel something might be next to me, although I don't see it. That's how vicious that plague was, man. You're going to be constantly in fear. Go ahead.
And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven. And there was a thick darkness in all of the land of Egypt 3 days.
For 3 days. So that darkness tarried for 3 days, man. They didn't have no sun, no light. All right, there was no such thing as light bulbs back in ancient Egypt, man.
No light bulb.
There wasn't no light bulbs or none of that, man.
That was lamps.
All you had was lamps that lit up by way of fire, man. Right?
The darkness engulfed those lights.
Exactly. You know? They shut your electricity. You can't light nothing. You can't cut your stove on and try to light a candle. You know? You can't do none of that, man. This was judgment from the Lord on the ancient Egyptians. But the Lord said He gonna bring plagues on America, the same way He did Egypt. So these are the scary ass events that was taking place back then. That's gonna happen again and even worse. But you people are comfortable, man. Look at you.
It's gonna be worse because
It's
they're
all
used to
about entertainment.
This stuff.
Yeah, man.
They used to just flipping a switch, turning on the light.
Yeah, you used to
turning the
switch.
dial and
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah, man.
You about to go out there and cut some wood.
Exactly. Go ahead, bro. Finish that.
Exodus 10 and 23. They saw not one another, neither rose any they saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. For all the children of Israel had light in their dwelling.
Hey, but we had light. You see that?
had light.
You see, we had light. Because the Lord was dealing with Israel. That's His people. All right? You see that? Hey, I would like to say, on the spiritual aspect, the elect right now has the light. The rest of our people are in gross darkness, man. We in the dark room, but we holding the light, man. Our people, 2/3 of our people are in darkness, man. They have no clue what's going on. They about to celebrate Thanksgiving in the next couple of weeks.